Hey everybody, Shoshana Mizell here. Welcome to the Mama Shoshana podcast channel. I am so happy you're here. Yes, it's been a while since I have posted, not because I'm hiding out. I've just been so busy. I had a wonderful time with my family in July. We went to Israel/Palestine, and I've really been into posting a lot of dance videos, really getting into getting in shape again. 63 going on 64 in December, so just finding finding holes in the time to be able to fit in everything I want to. So what would be apropos would be to talk about time management. How do you get to find the time to do all the things you want to do? How can you prioritize the things you want to do? And how can you kill more than two birds with one stone, which I hate that saying because I just saved a little birdie a few weeks ago. So let's say, how can you pinpoint more than two potential desires at one time? So get comfortable, get something to drink, and we'll be right back. And get a pen and get a paper because I'm going to have some pretty good ideas for you. Be right back. Okay, you have your pen and your paper. First of all, try writing. So get a piece of paper. Here we go. Make it really easy. And get a piece of paper. We're going to fold it in half. So here we go. Piece of paper, fold it in half. One side you could write daily musts, which is obviously work. If you're not independently rich, or even if you are independently rich and you still love to work, write down those things that are musts. Cooking, cleaning, if you have kids, things that you have to do with your children, to school, whatever it may be, getting to work, getting your kids to the babysitter, then getting to work, then doing your job. If you have pets, what you have to do for your pets. If you have a significant other, what you have to do for them. So that's kind of like just a general daily to do. So that's going to be a daily to do, right? On one side. And then you open up the piece of paper. On the other side, you write down all the days of the week. So you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay? And I just have the initials. And you write down, okay, on Sundays, are there particular things that you have to do on Sundays? Let's say, for example, Sundays, do you have yoga? Is that like your day to do yoga? Or do you have baseball for your kids? They're on a soccer team or a baseball team, and that's like written in stone. All right. And then Mondays. So besides the work and besides everything you have to do you have anything particular that you have scheduled for Mondays? And it could be, my husband has, I don't know, I'm making stuff up, has a poker game every Monday with his friends, and you write down the time. Okay. Tuesday could be you have a book club. Let's say a book club Zoom meeting, and you write that time for that. Wednesdays could be me. Your son has, let's say, ballet class. Okay, he wants to be an incredible ballet dancer like Baryshnikov. Then Thursdays you might have a free day. You might have a day where nobody's doing anything, so you just write that down, free day. Fridays maybe date night, okay, with your significant other. And Saturdays are usually pretty busy for families, so you just write down all the different things that you're committed to for Saturdays, and you have that all written down. Okay, so you have your everyday that you have to do, and then the commitments you have that you could probably switch around a little bit. And that's what you have to do, is look at your Sunday through Saturday and see what it is there that can be switched around. Some things are written in stone. Like, it's so important for our kids to have commitments, to have, a physical activity, to be part of a team, to be in a place where they are committed, even if they don't feel like playing baseball that day. Well, you've committed to this activity. And so that's the one thing, is that's killing, you're flagging more than one desire for your kids at one time. You're getting them physical activity. They're learning to work with others. They're learning to be a team player. And they're learning that even when they don't feel like showing up, sometimes they have to show up. So you think about that. Think about the fact that that is something that you do not want to change. That is something that just holds so much importance for your child. And the fact that it holds another importance is that, they feel, wow, my mom or my dad or my moms or dads, whoever is the primary caretaker, they're really showing up for me. They're really committed to being there, cheering me on, and that is really important. Now, the next day, for example, and again, these aren't examples, this is like kind of off the cuff. Let's say your husband or your wife or your significant other has a poker game every Monday, okay? Those are things that don't have to be written in stone. Those are things that you can talk about with your partner that can be negotiated, okay? Stuff for our kids that are very important for our children are not negotiable, but this is something that is negotiable, okay? Now you have your book club on Zoom on, let's say, Tuesdays. Is something that is very important, but is also negotiable. So now you have 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, where there can be some changes, there can be some talking through. I think you're kind of getting my point. Wednesday, when Johnny does his ballet class, non-negotiable, okay? He's your kid. Thursdays, let's say Thursday you have a free day. There you go. If you have a free day that you have and you feel the pressure that you have to fill it in, that you have to do something, right there, stop yourself. Stop yourself from feeling the pressure of always having to have every minute scheduled, feeling like if you don't, you're going to like wither away the day or the evening. And just stick with me, okay? Friday would say be date night for you and your significant other. That means that takes planning, and that should also be non-negotiable, because happy couples, happy parents, even if it's a single parent household, but you're going out and you're dating or you're just hanging out with friends, to me that's the same thing as a date night, and that is not negotiable, because a happy, healthy, well-balanced parent is a good parent for the most part, okay? At least it's a good place to start. And Saturdays, that is something that, it can be very, very jam-packed. It could be jam-packed with other family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, sisters and brothers of yours, in-laws, and that can be something that if you don't have anything written in stone that day, in other words, a commitment that is advantageous to your child's well-being, mentally, spiritually, physically, intellectually, and emotionally, then that's something that you can kind of work with. So write that stuff down, take a look at it, and just give yourself a little time to take it in. It can be very overwhelming to look at your week as a whole. It's much easier to look at it day by day, but then sometimes you're wondering, where the heck did the time go? How come I can't find any time? So let's start with that, okay? Let's start with that. I'm going to meet you back here in a couple of days, and then we're going to go to the next thing. I will be posting, and I promise, posting the next video, okay? So let's do this. Let's find some time, even if it's an extra 2 or 3 hours a week. You'd be surprised how much time you can collect for yourself. And I will meet you back here in a couple of days. Mwah. Bye. Oh, one more thing before I go. If you could be so kind as to share this video if you think it'd be helpful to anybody. And also subscribe, of course. I love subscribers. And comment if you have anything that you feel inspires you to comment on. And of course, you have suggestions. That would be great. Okay. See you guys later. Bye-bye.